Welcome back to Drunken Men Making Games. I had a bit of, I don't know, the internet. Intermediate. Personal. I don't know, stuff. God, just go away. Not gonna tell you. I'll suck my chuddies. It had a technical problem with, showing the world that lady's legs. Seems needlessly. I don't believe any of this shit. I think it's, my god, that's a lot of crap. You see, that is exactly the amount of crap I was expecting. Exactly. No, you're talking bollocks to me, Floyd. Whatever your name is. Keith Floyd. Pink Floyd. What was I doing? Alright. Sorry, I apologise for that. In the meantime, I could have gone to go and get myself a beer, but I didn't. So this is where we find ourselves. We now find ourselves in this position where I don't have a beer, and I've also lost the one viewer that I had. I'm very sad about this, but sometimes you just have to do the right thing, and on this occasion, it was the right thing. I'm a big believer in, hygiene. I'm very hygienic. Far background material, far background parent. Alright, so what does all that mean? Far background and add a component material? No, I don't know. I don't know. So what are you waffling about? I don't think I believe you, something else. So we've got a background. Well, that's already shit, because I'm not using that sort of camera. Oh, God. I don't have any objects. Don't care about that. Don't know what any of that means. I don't agree with any of that. I think that's all stupid. So what are you using the main camera for? Oh my god, it's all main camera. Why would I do that? I think I'm not using that. I'm using a cine machine. Will that make a difference? I've made my finger bleed. I didn't expect anything, you wrote it. Alright, fine. What the hell? What's previous penguin about? Okay, well that all makes sense. I mean, I'm absolutely flummoxed by all this. This can't be the easiest way of doing it. What? Why do I want any of this? I don't agree with any of this. I mean, I don't know, obviously. I haven't a clue. That is all absolutely impenetrable to me. That really is absolutely impenetrable. So what? I'm sorry? So that's fine. The main camera I can probably jump in there. Background, chunk width. Hang on, what? So the main character we get from... oh, I am so confused. Where the hell's this come from? Okay, so apparently that's just a thing. Oh, what? No. Alright. Surely, is this really the easiest way of doing it? I don't think any of this is necessary. Wrap layer. I have no idea what any of that means. I really don't. I mean, I'm absolutely at a loss as to what any of that means. I don't know what transform does. It has a parent? Ah, fine. Right, you can be the far backward parent. There you go. And you can be the mid background parent. And you can both have ice, just to see what the hell happens. I mean, do I get anything? I mean, will it just explode? I think it's just going to explode. I'm not convinced by any of this. But tragically... oh god, that has kind of worked. Oh, I see. Has it worked? Oh, it has kind of worked. God, that's really annoying. Okay, let's put the fish. Can I do that? Can I have a fish as the mid background material? I can't because the fish isn't a material. Rename test, and then the test is going to have the fish in it. Yeah, that's lovely. Can I just drag the fish into it? Come on, fish. In you go. No. Am I being dumb? Fish. Okay, so now hopefully... alright, we'll do that. And now in this, I want the mid background material to be the test. Yoink. Is that gonna now... no, I was hoping for a fish. But I am not getting a fish. I don't want to save it, I want to see what happens, you douche. Have I done something stupid? Well, let's say we can't see that. I don't know anything. I feel like I should be able to see the mid. I feel something's gone wrong here, as usual. Oh, that's really annoying though. I just don't like how it's done this. It seems very, very confusing. Okay, I'm just using some random things. Like, I don't understand, like, what happens if I put the fish in both of them? Because, is it just not updating? Am I being dumb now? Okay, so obviously, fine, great, thank you. So, that's why I need to stop and start again. Alright, fine. So, fish in there. Alright, off you go. I really haven't a clue what's going on. I mean, the fact that this is working at all is a minor miracle. Now, you see, there should be a fish in here somewhere. Am I being dumb? Where's the fish material? So, what? So, mid background. Did you say it's a quad of the fish? Oh god, that's so clever. Ah, yeah. God almighty, really? God, that's incredible. That is very, very clever. Oh, I see. And so they go... Oh, God, that's distressingly clever. So you now swap with that one. And then it goes... Okay, very clever. I would say it was very clever, other than the fact that I haven't got a Scooby-Doo what's going on. And then what? You're doing the same thing here, but doing it slower. But for reasons known only to God nor man, maybe my fish just isn't big enough. I was hoping to make my fish big. Is there just a fish going past that I can't interact with? No. No. Where are these fish? No. Right, stop, pause. So what? What's your material, you naughty little monkey? Oh, I love your quad. Love your manifesto. Let's put it to the test, though. So you're basically saying that my fish is too small. You think I've got a small fish? Yeah, but I got a small ice as well. Why is my fish not coming up? Oh, I'm so confused. Alright, so in short, I'm already in a bad mood about this. Alright, well let's see if we can actually... I don't want to, I wanted to download the thing that I wanted to download, you little bastard. Yes, this. I would like to download this in a pung. Don't tell me I now have to upgrade to premium, I will be angry. You better not be joking. Right, that is exactly what I wanted. So, I mean, it's not going to look perfect, but it's good enough for jazz. So, we'll shove that in as a sprite. Import new asset, just from the older downloads. Ping file, great. Alright, good, excellent, you're a thing. Now we'll make material. You're the test. So we will drag that in there. Okay. And now hopefully in the Underwater Zone Manager we can have, let's put tests in both and see what we end up with. Alright, let's see if it at least looks anything other than horrific. Yeah, that's pretty horrible, but okay, with it. Okay. I'm not really sure why it's so horrible, but that's a different matter. I mean, it's probably because, I mean, all of my scale is an absolute dick wombat. So, I mean, I think the next thing I'm going to need to do is, this is teaching me. Is that I might need to get rid of the, it's a bit white, really. Yeah, it's not, I'm not loving that, it has to be said. Yeah, I think I want more blue. More blue, Vicar. That's more blue. Yeah, maybe I want more of that blue rather than... That's very white, and that only gets to that sort of blue. Yeah, I think Okay, let's... Oh, that's much better as a blue, but I don't think it actually bloody... I mean, why? I mean, don't get me wrong, love these people, love it. But why on earth you would make it so it didn't wrap around is entirely beyond me. That does seem perverse. No, that is perverse. Why on earth would that not wrap? So perverse. Does this wrap? I think that wraps by virtue of the fact that it's just more or less random noise. No, it's not. Jeez Louise, really? It doesn't even end on a... Are you having a laugh? Don't, just no, stop it. Oh god. Do I get the ping in there? No, that'd be too useful. Log in. I am logged in, you douche. That's a very cool thingy. Yes, obviously me, you fart. I don't know why everything's so complicated all the time. I mean, I'm literally logged in everywhere else. So, download the pug of that. Oh my god, you're annoying. Are you kidding me? It's fine, I'll make my own bloody things. Right, that's it. I've had enough. I'm going to make my own bastard things. This is upsetting me. I'm not really sure what I'm meant to be saying, but it isn't what I want to be saying. Can we move it down a bit? So... I can't... So it's just much too big, isn't it? Yeah, it's just much too big. But then the whole thing's much too big. How big's my penguin? Oh god, don't tell me my penguin's too big. I am so utterly confused. Right, so... Alright, Claude. I'll ask you some more questions. What's a sensible screen size for a pixel game? For like a pixel style game. I have heard that. What did I hear? 380? No, 680 over 360. Well, while it's thinking and doing the internet for me, I might get another beer. Yeah, but no, I'm thinking about other things, Kate. Somehow, the second beer is both better and worse than the first beer. So, thank you for joining me for the unveiling of the second beer. I know you're excited. Thailand's premier lager for the discerning gentleman. I mean, look at it. I mean, genuinely, it's a thing of extreme beauty. Flump, never say no to head. So nice. I don't think I really want... I mean, do I want to go full Game Gear? But on a large screen? Modern screen, won't that look extremely blocky? I don't understand. And scale it at the nearest neighbour filter, no balloons each because Chris 3 says it looks international just low res. The alternative for a lens with small price actually looks worth physical. Some put musical space to move to move. Game good setting, your game for base requires brute no strike. Alright, fine, clever clogs. Okay. The problem is that I set up the project with zero knowledge. And now all my sprite art is all over the place. I think I will need to spend some time bringing everything back into the fold. Can you tell me, is it, I don't know, can I adjust the project size at this stage, or should I just start again? It's my first game, it's my first game. Okay, good. Camera. Okay. Oh, it's just a few sprites. It's just a few sprites. And badly drawn at that. If I'm honest with myself. It is a Tuesday, that's true. I think I'll go for, I don't know. Okay, how do I set the resolution then? Camera orthographic size. I don't really know what that means. Camera orthographic size. Oh, okay, so this is fine. Oh god, I've done everything wrong from day one, haven't I? Alright, well I'm gonna believe you. I think this is gonna be awful. 5.65, are you serious? Wow. I mean, that's ridiculous. Boink. Well, that... No, apparently I can't. Alright, stop that. Stop that, this is silly. Right, what? 5.65? Has that... I can't help but notice you're not doing what I ask you to do. Am I getting an error? Why is that not working? Ah, this is so annoying. 5.625. No. Am I being dummy? A dummy, dummy, dummy. So that all works. Can I make that 5? I cannot make that 5. Can I make it 20? I cannot make it 20. How the hell do I change it, you bastards? Well, I didn't, because it didn't change. I don't know why you got an audio listener in there. I have no idea what's going on. Oh god, this is so frustrating. It seems to just not let it happen, Mr. Machine. Right, what's the actual deal here? What's the dealio? I don't want to clear the selection, I want it to be 5. 5. Boink. No. Can I? No. No, completely stuck. Project settings. Oh my god, that was aggressive. Graphics. No, none of that. That's all upsetting. Very upsetting. I don't think this is where I should be looking. No, this is upsetting me. I'm upset. So is that... No, I can't do anything about the camera. Any attempts I make... Ah, fuck it. Any attempts I make to change the values just seem to get ignored silently. I know, I'm boring. This lens orthographic size, change the little stick. Alright, well how do I find that? Cinemachine. Ah, lens. Orthographic size 5.625. It is clever, it has to be said, this thing. Alright, so that has that actually done it? Has, that's annoying. It's really frustrating that the thing's so much cleverer than I am. Right, so I've completely fucked everything up. My penguin's going to be enormous. Yeah, everything is an absolute bastard clusterfuck as usual. Damn it, that is much more the sort of aesthetic I was going for, though. That's so annoying. Alright, so everything needs to move around. Fine, come on, penguin. So the penguin now needs... where does the penguin go? Penguin. X offset is now probably about 8. It's probably about half now. So, good. Yay, hello penguin. Okay, so now I need to change all of the heights and stuff on my... But that's okay. The penguin is now too big, I think. Oh, this is really annoying. So how big is this oh god, I'm pissed off. I really am. Alright, penguin, you're too big. So now I've got a penguin who's too big. Deeply annoying. So penguin is too big. No, penguin's exactly the right size, it turns out. Penguin is the right size. Okay. But now fish is too big, maybe. Yeah, look, the fish has got much too much detail. How am I meant to make a fish that's... okay, I need to be good at art. Alright, I'll come back to that problem. That's a problem for a future me. Right, so now hopefully my penguin's going to look a bit more like... Yes, okay, fine. Although it looks quite hyperactive, that penguin now. I'm not sure I like that. That's a bit too hyperactive. Oh, I'm going to have to change a bunch of numbers just when I got them all in a row. Yeah. So now this is much too easy, and the penguin's eating fish twice the size of it. But at least it is. God damn it. Is it about right? I don't know, the penguin looks a bit small. Ah, it's because I'm an idiot. I suppose game sprites, like character sprites, don't need to be square, do they? Is there any disadvantage to having character sprites not being square? Okay, I think I have been foolish. I have gone for the 5.625 lens. So would a how big did I make it? How big did I make the penguin? So Mr. Penguin, how big are you? You're 32 pixels per unit. Yeah, so 32. So would so Penguin being 32 would be sensible-ish. Oh god, I'm an idiot. God, how depressing. I should have. This is exactly the sort of thing you should start with. It still seems a bit small. So now if I make this big, what happens? Alright, come on. I want to see what... I'm concerned that this is going to look weird when it's big. I mean, surely... I don't know, maybe it won't, maybe it'll be fine. At least I'll be able to see it with my old man eyes. Why aren't you scaled fully though? Oh, because my computer's much bigger than that. Jesus Christ. How big's my screen? God, I gotta... Did I really get myself a 4K screen? No idea, I was so posh. How do I make this full screen? Can I make this full screen? No? Alright, whatever. So, let's do this at QHD at 1. Ah, well that's interesting. That's in the wrong place. Okay, this is kind of fun. It's a bit more stressful though, if I'm honest. I don't like that ice at all. The ice is really upsetting me. Oh, that's really... I'm feeling ill. Yeah, I think the last thing you want to do is have your players feeling a bit unwell. Ugh, that's horrible. Oh god, that's really freaking me out. Right, well that was great, other than the fact that it's horrible in every important regard. Oh god, this has gone appallingly. This has not gone well. Alright, Penguin. So, like, the Penguin is going to generally be... I don't know what the Penguin's going to be. So, I think the Penguin's going to be about 32 high. No, it's not this. Yeah, he's a bit small. So, I think I want the Penguin to be a bit bigger and maybe a bit longer. Oh, God. Who knew that making games was such hard work? Yeah, I don't like this at all. Right, everything's too grey, it's too black and white, and then we've got this horrible purple, and so I'm basically getting a migraine. But, in principle, at least I now have a rough idea what's going on. Right, I think what we can agree is the canvas needs to move. Can I move that in a more sensible manner? I can move that in a more sensible manner. That's very, very, very nice. But now everything's really small and tiny. What? I don't understand. Why is it so small? Oh, at least it's roughly in the right place. Alright, fine, I don't care. So that'll do for the moment. Okay. I've got mucky screen. Mucky screen. Right, so... I'm unhappy, if I'm honest. I'm unhappy about all of this. I think for some reason these pixels somehow are, well, it's a single pixel, and the pixels per unit are, I've absolutely no idea how many pixels per unit. Well, let's say 32, like everything else. So great, and let's say no filter, no compression, apply. Right. Now let's see at least if that makes a bit of a difference to how it looks. I'm hoping it'll make it a bit different. No, it's even nastier, as if such a thing was possible. How's that got worse? It's obviously not 32 pixels per unit. I think is the first relatively obvious point to pick up here. Well, what the hell is it if it's not 32 pixels per unit? And also, why is it so low? I want it moved. Oh, I don't know. So let's go the other way. Let's say 64, 128. I've forgotten actually how big it was when I actually downloaded it, annoyingly. How is that even nastier? How do I have no idea what this means? Well, that's not done nothing, has it, Governor? Governor. Oh god, I don't understand any of this crap. I really do not. Oh, I just made a big number change there. I don't know. And this is the problem with just using assets. Is, I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to do it all yourself, because if you try to use someone else's stuff, it's just not. It's not what you need. Annoyingly. Why is this so crap? And why does it keep not changing, despite the fact that I keep changing it? I'm extremely unhappy about all of this. It's because it's 2000 by 667. So I want it to be around 120. No, that's roughly what it is. 128. That's exactly what it is. I don't understand why this isn't working. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. I don't know any what that means. Any assistance gratefully received. I have no idea. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be perfect, but I'm not expecting it to be quite so horrific. I've obviously done something stupid, but then I am very stupid. Maybe... do I need to re-update? No, that's not going to make any sodding difference. But it doesn't help that that's a square. Does it happy that's not a square? So what? Let's have that as 1 and 1. That is better. 2 and 2. Okay, so 1 and 1 is good. I like 1 and 1. And then can we off... no, okay, that'll do. But still, it's not going to be perfect. It's like the thing's all over the place. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, that is actually... okay, that made quite a significant difference. So fine. I mean, it's ugly as hell, but I can live with it. So if I can then actually move that... Whoopa! Oh my god. I mean, that is just horrible. It's quite fun though. But I mean, it is not pretty to look at. I mean, that purple line is not helping, but the parallax is definitely making things worse somehow. Like, what's the most offensive thing there? I think all those I think it's the ice. I think the ice doesn't need to be quite so aggressively icy. Yeah, the penguin's okay when it's left to its own devices, but that ice is icy. It's too dirty. It's got too much going on. Okay, so the ice has got too much going on. I think it's going too fast, even though... God, that's annoying. That's kind of how fast I want the game to be, but I think the fastness is making... God, is it just me or is that really hard to look at? You probably can't see anything. Oh, it's not that bad actually on the thingy. So I'm watching myself on my I can see why people get frustrated making games, it has to be said. I mean, it feels very, very fast now. But annoyingly, okay. Because it's so wide, you can be that fast. So, okay, I need to... Okay, I am getting there. So, somehow, my ice texture is now buggered as well. Okay, that makes sense. So my ice texture is buggered. And I think this can now be 1 and 1. Okay, that might be better. Or maybe 0.4 and 0.5, but... Oh god, no, that's even worse. Okay, so that's completely wrong. Oh god, that's just absolutely breaking my brain. That is deeply unpleasant. Mind you, I don't know, I can't work out if it's less or more unpleasant. Okay, I think there's too much going on. So the background needs to be a lot more chill. Everything needs to be more chill. So they need to be much bigger and more chill. Oh god, so my tiles are all completely fucked. Okay, and it needs to go slower. Which means it needs to be harder, which means the tunnel needs to be thinner. Okay. Okay, I am getting there. So I think now if we say, alright, the minimum speed is maybe 11. The chunk gaps have no need to be 32 now, I don't think. So it could be 32. The tunnel smoothness is fine, but this now needs to probably be about 1. Let's say 1.5. And then we got amplitude gain. Alright. Yeah, let's make the minimum speed 11. Alright, let's see what that does. I think the impulse will be too high now, so let's put that down to 6. Flat force down to 100, down to 70. And that's probably about right. Oh, so frustrating. Let's see. So it's going to be slower. And of course the penguin's in the wrong sodding place. Alright, come on penguin. You're in the wrong place, penguin. Oh no, it feels oh, the gravity's much too high. Did I not change the gravity? But other than that, actually... No, it's still... Oh, actually, oh god, that's annoying. So the gravity's actually now perfect, but the flap force needs to be higher. Interesting. Alright, fine. So the gravity's actually fine. There's nothing wrong with the gravity. The problem is... That should, although the penguin's gravity should be coming from here, but that's a different matter. So let's make that 111 and that 140 again. But the gap height is still too much. So let's make that 7. I think the tunnel smoothness is too smooth. Oh, penguin. Yeah, that's a big old number. There's much too much amplitude on that. So I want less amplitude but less smoothness as well, I think. But I'm not sure I can do that on the amplitude, so we'll just deal with the amplitude first. So let's have that at 3. In fact, no, let's just have it as 2. I don't understand. Oh, it's because it's the... no, what? Hello, what? They were fine, you Nunu. That's all fine. Oh, you dingus. Can I go back to... Yeah, I don't think I should be... Chunk width is fine. Gap height, minimum speed, flat force. So that's what I want to go back to. Can I go back to then? Okay, yeah, good. Alright, fine. So I reckon now, all I need to do is update the terrainy bits. Because the wibbly wobbly uppy down is fine. Is it? More or less. I mean, maybe a bit too much, but... That 15 was just a little bit out, so 15 is just a bit too much. Yeah. So maybe 12. I don't know, it's quite fun. I think it does need... Oh, that's annoying, goddamn. I think it needs to bottom and top out. This is going to be really hard. The maths on this is actually much harder than I thought it was, annoyingly. Alright, well anyway. Yeah, it's just a bit too much. So let's say 12 and then see what happens. Ow. Yeah, I think this is better, annoyingly. It's still quite low, actually. Alright, I can live with 12 for the moment. I fear that there may be trouble ahead. How do I make it 16 people PPQs? So what's the pixels per unit? Am I being dumb? What happens if I actually make them correct? Sorry, why is my ice so horrible? You better believe it. Well, I don't know. I really don't. So, what's this going to do? So now at least everything's at 32 pixels per unit. Which I fear might... Okay. Okay. This is getting there. Okay, the fish are too big, but that's a minor detail. So I need slightly smaller fish. Alright, I'll scale the fish for the moment. Just as a short-term solution. But the fishies do need to be... how do I do it? Is that in the prefab that I scale the fish? Oh my god, the fish is... Oh my god, what? Are you kidding? Oh. So actually the fish was the right size all along. It was correct all along. Oh look, that's much better. That's kind of it. Is it better? I don't know. They're kind of a bit too small now. But anyway, that's a different matter. Right. Okay, so now everything is, I think, at the default scale, the default PPU. Okay, fine. That wasn't too horrific. So fishies are scaled correctly. Penguins are scaled correctly. Rotation's a bit odd, but that's okay. I've got a bit of weird rotation on my penguin. Have I got weird rotation on my penguin? I mean, I've never expected to say, have I got a weird rotation on my penguin? And yet, here we find ourselves. Right, so yes. Right, so penguin, can you be rotated? Oh, you have got a weird rotation on you. Look at you. Huh? I don't know what that means. Okay. Thanks. I suppose. I don't know what that was about. So what's that? 5. What the hell's rotation mean, man? Whatever. Fine. Oh, okay. So I can actually... That's fun. I'm not sure why that's a Z rotation. Oh, because it's orthogonal. I'm still not sure why that makes it disappear, but okay, whatever. Don't care. That's odd. Alright, doesn't matter. So, again, we are getting there. So we got a position penguin. We got some horrible ice. Okay, but on the plus side, everything is more or less the right size. Oh, except maybe... Also, on the plus side, I've more or less got an idea of what the hell's going on now. So then the material for that type... Okay, so this is no longer test. Run 1. That business. Sprites are this business. 32, which it probably isn't, but who cares. Okay. I can live with this. Is it perfect? No. But, does it more or less work? No. But, can I live with it? No. But, no. I don't know. Yeah, am I an idiot? Yes. Right, Penguin, where are you likely to actually now start? I think Penguin is now going to start more down here. At about there. Right, come on, Penguin. I mean, I raw dogged that, you know? I raw dogged it. I don't really know. I think it's probably ruder than I think it is to say raw dogging. Yes, Penguin. Raw dog that penguin. Okay. Okay, this has gone quite well, actually. It turns out that actually when you do stuff with purpose, rather than just dicking around like a jackass. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be harder once I've, yeah, I think it's going to be a bit harder, but that's okay. It's meant to be hard. And I'm stupid. Okay. Yeah, why not? Alright, I think the penguin actually wants more forward speed, but that's a different matter. Oh, that was quite fun. I hope someone likes this game, because I can imagine someone getting really good at it. It's not my cup of tea at all, but... I mean, sorry, I didn't mean like that. But I mean, it's not the sort of thing I could get really good at. I'm not, my reaction times are too slow, I get too frustrated too easily. But I can see this is the sort of thing that I would have enjoyed when I was younger, certainly. And I don't mean when I was like very young, I just mean when I actually had reaction times. Yeah, this is kind of fun. Okay. And it's not a bad start. Alright, fine. I mean, it's making my eyes hurt, but that's a different matter. So that's all great. This is all great. So, last things last. I don't think I want to call that test material anymore. I want to call that... far background. I'm not really sure where my middle background is. But that's a different matter. Oh, everything's middle background now. Far background. Can I make that nothing? Okay, so... Okay. Great. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Kind of moving relatively slowly. And this is the far background. So, what I'm expecting is to swap those around. Can I do that? Put it in the mid background, kill that, and then continue. It doesn't change. That slightly annoys me. I don't really understand. Oh, maybe it's because it's on the update. Yeah, it's probably because it's on the update. Alright, so what happens if I stop it completely and swibble swabble them around? Boink. So, and then see what that looks like. So this should move faster because of parallax, I think. Okay, no, that has not worked. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. So what? Why has that not worked? Did I give you a mid background? I did. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Alright, well in the meantime we'll have that in the far background. We've got nothing in the mid background because I don't know what it does anyway. And then I think we've got... oh dear. That's a horrible thing, but whatever, I don't really care. I think... Could you try to separate these changes out into a sensible series of commits? Mm-hmm. What time is it? Mm-hmm. Oh, come on, Claude. I mean, vibe coding is very, very, very boring. Alright, fine. Right. Thank you. Right, so next issue. I mean, the main next issue, if I'm honest, is I still don't really understand this crap. But more importantly, the surface generator. Oh, I just closed the wrong thing. Right, in the terrain generator, we have these numbers, which is all jolly good and everything, but I think that amplitude's too much. That gain is about right, so I reckon we want about 1.5 there. In fact, let's go for 1.2. But I want the smoothness to be a lot worse. So I want this. Oh god. So I want the smoothness to be like ×2. I mean, this is just arbitrary bullshit, but just let's see what it looks like. Don't let me commit it like this. This is exactly the sort of thing I'm likely to do. And then I'll come back to it later. I'll be like, what are all these magic numbers? Oh, that's much more like it. Oh, that's much harder. Jeez, that's harder. That is harder. Wow, that's a lot harder. Okay, that's too hard. No, too hard. I mean, you know, if you're like me and you're an absolute genius. No, I mean, you headbutt yourself every time you try to... No, that's just much too much. So... I think it could be even worse. But that could be maybe 1.8. It's exciting times watching someone just change a number and then... Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that is... Oh, that's much better, though. Oh, look, that's much nicer. Oh, that's much better. But the maximum... No, I think you see the upwards force is now too much. Annoyingly, the upwards force is too much. I wonder if it's... I mean, I hope it must be possible. I was just beginning to question whether one could... I think maybe 8 is about right now. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to actually balance these numbers correctly, but I'm sure I will. I'll just have to work out how to do it. No, that really is now quite hard to... Oh, actually, that works quite well. It's quite annoying how much you have to press the space bar, admittedly. But on the plus side, it's a bit more controllable. And yeah, that works quite well actually. Okay. Okay. I mean, my hand hurts like buggery, so it's kind of like a clicky game. God, this really hurts actually. I don't know. I mean, it's going to cause a lot of broken keyboards, but that is not my problem. I think that's now actually, if you were good, you could do that indefinitely, I think. I think that's quite a good combination of numbers, other than how often you have to click the fucking thing. But how do I deal with that? Because I need the gravity to be high. But if you've got too much power, annoying. That is annoying. It has to be said, that's annoying. Yeah, it's actually quite difficult just going flat, weirdly. Weirdly, the flat bit is actually harder than... I think maybe... Annoyingly... I've got an idea. I think actually the tunnel needs to be slightly wider. That's what it needs. I think the tunnel needs to be slightly wider. But then actually a little bit less amplitude on the terrain. That's what I think it needs. Right, let's see what that looks like. So the tunnel gap height maybe needs to be 1.8. I think the tunnel amplitude's fine. The tunnel gain is fine, but I think I want the smoothness of this to be potentially even a bit worse. I want the amplitude of it to be slightly smaller. I think this is going to be better. Because it'll actually give you more room. It looks scarier, but there'll actually be more room. Is that true? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, look, the tunnel's a bit wider now. That's, yes, yes. There is a lot of clicking. Oh god, I caught that up. I don't know, there's something slightly wrong about this. I mean, it's good. It is good. It feels quite good, but it's just too much. Like, when you're going straight, it just feels like there's too much effort to continue yourself like at a... Maybe it should always just be... Maybe it should never be Flappy Bird. Oh, maybe it should be Flappy Bird, but when it's Flappy Bird, it's really easy. That's true. That's a good idea. Okay. All right. No, I think okay. We're not too far away here. There should be a little period where you have to do this crap, just to kind of get you through the process and also separate the sheep from the rams from the ewes. No, that's a very sexist comment. The lambs from the sheep from the men. The men from the sheep. Anyway, I am intrigued by this. It seems to be going okay. I might turn the purple thing off and see if it's slightly less horrible to look at. See what I did there? I've got a thing and everything. Oh, it is much nicer without the purple thing. Oh, wow. And it's also much harder, weirdly. God, you see, it's quite frustrating because when you do get it, it feels really good. And I want that to be the feeling. I want there to be that sense of slight frustration so that when you get it, you get that, oh yeah, baby, because it's good. It is good, actually. Well, you're not getting that fish, though, so I have to make sure the fish... Well, that's a minor detail. Oh, God, my wrist, though. Crumbs. Yeah, I think I need to do something about that background because it's upsetting me. Yeah, so okay, so I made a mistake with that. Alright, so I understand. So I need the background to have more, you know, Okay, so the background needs to be more detailed, essentially, or less kind of random, because that randomness is really hurting my brain. We definitely need something about the texture of the ice, because that repeating texture gets extremely annoying. Not really sure what I'll do about that, but I will work on that. Alright, so as the playtest goes, okay, so I've got a game. Actually, it just occurred to me. I mean, I'm missing a mid-layer of parallax, so I'll hopefully fix that tomorrow. And then I need to remember the score between levels. But other than that, actually, we probably need a way to die. Yeah, we probably need a way to die. Right, so, but I think, so, some health. So, a way to die. Okay. Alright, why not? Good stuff. Oh, that's now magic. And there's nothing I hate more than magic. So I think the smoothness... Okay, so that's no longer... so that just needs to be the tunnel smoothness is... Alright, so we have tunnel smoothness and we have terrain smoothness. Well, that's easy. And then we use that for generating the... terrain smoothness. So now that just needs to be whatever that was, 0.25 or something. Is that it? Is that all the mucking about I did? I think that was all the mucking about I did. Alright. So now we go back into here. And hopefully there'll be a terrain smoothness, which is the tunnel smoothness type 5. Worked quite well, didn't it? Yeah. So we'll set that. So I reckon now those are actually some decent numbers, which will give us roughly a decent experience. I mean, it's slightly annoying that why? Bottom seems less smooth than the top, weirdly. Is that me, or is everyone seeing that? I think everyone's seeing that. The top is smoother than the bottom. Is it not? Or is it just a coincidence? What? The top of that can't be true. It must just be a quinkydinks. Alright, well, fine. Don't really care, it's close enough. It'll do for the moment, and I am going a bit blind from looking at that, which is a problem. I mean, I need to work out a way of making it less offensive to the eyes, because it is currently deeply offensive to the eyes. I think it's actually worse than when I started. Annoyingly. What are you doing? Oh, so this 1.4 is a bit arbitrary. Oh, okay, that's what I did, but I can live with that. Yeah, right. Alright, don't really care about that. In fact, that might be 2. That might be nice. That might be nice. I'm just being random. Excuse me, I do apologise. Now the top, that's weird, but no, I like that more. That is nice. Yeah, that feels nice. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, that's got a nice sort of niceness to it. It is doable. That's what's annoying. It's just, will people actually kind of bounce off it too hard? I think people bounce off it too hard. It needs to be easier to start with, because you can get to this level. I mean, I'm an old man, and I'm here. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm the person who's played this game by far the most on the planet, and I realise that that's something you have to take into account. But it's interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know, something's gone very wrong, hasn't it? I feel like I've got too many pixels. Yeah. There's so much still to do. It's very frustrating that to be so stupid, in a way. And to be so far away. So close and yet so far. But... Alright, so I think... Let's make a to-do list. Just some, what is this? Some tweaks. It's all just tweaks, isn't it? Terrain generation, tweaking. Alright. Can you make a to-do list? Do we have a to-do list? Background has now been tested. Mid background didn't work. So we need to investigate that. Also, I want a slightly nicer, I don't think I need to worry about the UI just yet. parties. And also, can you note, what do I want to note? Adding a way for the penguin to die, and also resetting the score as well as showing it on the title screen. I think at that point I can deploy to itch for its first play test with third parties. Alright, smarty pants. I'm off to bed, so I shall see you tomorrow. Don't know, again, when I'm talking to an AI, it's just politesse. Right. Well, I mean, I would call that semi-successful. That was slightly distressing. I will download these. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That might be better then. I'm probably better off just doing my own background, aren't I? I think I'm better off doing my own background. Maybe this one. Maybe this one's okay. Alright, let's save those three. Tab groups. Sprite. Background sprites. Right. Well, sorry. That was very boring. That's very beautiful, isn't it? Where is it? Oh, that looks lovely. I'd like to go there. Ah, fourth bridge, is it? Lovely. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say my most successful stream, either from the point of view of the number of people I chatted to, or indeed my actual coding ability. But we find ourselves moving slowly but surely onwards. And at the end of the day, the primary goal is to make a game. So, with that in mind, hopefully, if you have been watching, you've enjoyed you've enjoyed at least a little bit of it. I'm sorry for a bit dull, but I'm still very much in the learning process, which does slightly cramp my style from the point of view of being deeply entertaining. But then also the fact that I'm not a terribly entertaining person slightly cramps my style from the point of view of being deeply entertaining. So I suppose you're just going to have to suck it up. In the meantime, be seeing you.